Good evening, good day, good morning, friends, business partners, those who are in Petronpay. We are here as we've always been meeting. We've been very consistent with meetings on Zoom, updates, and so forth. And we are here again. Hi, I see you, leadership. Ola, it's always a blessing to be here indeed. You know, it will be nice to see Mr. Grant just coming forth also and, you know, surprising all of us. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen like that. You see, we'll all be happy actually to see him. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, your CEO here. Now, it's crazy. Things are just happening the way they do. So yeah, welcome friends. We are here as we've always been meeting. We're going to engage, we're going to talk, and I believe it's going to be great. And with that being highlighted, let's hear quickly from other leaders. By so doing, I'm also buying time.
Life is sweet where you
I'm buying time to simply
when you've got everything under control.
Yes, everything under control. I don't know what you're saying, but I believe everything ought to be under control, brother. So let's hear from other leaders. Bitcoin in Soweto, welcome, I see you. I'm buying time to simply update partners that follow this session, you know, so that people know what we are doing and what we are up to, so that, you know, as we push, when we make changes here, we're going to reach consensus today in terms of our meetings. You know, it's very important, friends, for us to reach consensus. It's very important, because so that even if, say, for instance, we make reduction in the meetings that we have, it's in such a way that it makes business sense. It must make business sense for all of us. That's what we want to achieve in this particular session. Today, this is September, you know, September 2021. And we've been pushing, we've been, you know, checking on one another. We've been praying for one another. We've been doing so many other things. And then we are here today. And I believe that we're going to come up with a conclusion, a progressive conclusion, so to speak, in terms of our meetings. Because we've been here, we've been working together, we've been doing so many things together. And of the truth, as individuals, we can see what is happening in the platform. The previous meeting, we spoke, we engaged on the records that we see on nomics as per the guidance of Leadership Bitcoin in Soweto. We went there, we checked a few things, and we've seen exactly what is happening with the token. So with that being highlighted, certainly we will see what's going to happen from our conclusion here. And I'm of the opinion, because we are a democratic group, we will certainly be able to reach a solution that is going to be good for all of us in terms of updates, so that people must not just see us not streaming, you know, and then there's no proper communication and so forth with regards to that, you know. So yeah, that's it. So okay, I see other, I don't know, Leadership Bitcoin in Soweto, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, my leader, and greetings, sir, and greetings all the leaders that are online. Yeah, we can see, and we can see the leaders are joining in. But I'm confused. Are we doing our Royal Queue, or are we doing Petronpay? What are we doing today?
Oh wow, this is today is Monday.
Okay.
Today is Monday. Don't mention other companies. No, we focus on Petronpay. This is for Petronpay.
Oh, okay. Sorry, sir. Okay.
Yes. This is about Petronpay. It's very clear.
All right. Okay.
No.
Okay.
And then
okay.
we are also streaming live on Facebook, right?
Okay, so we agreed with so we did finalize the first week or a Monday of the month and the third Monday of the month.
Yes, that's what we suggested. There are different perceptions with regards to that, leadership. You know,
all right.
There is a suggestion that instead of twice a month, how about we move it to once a month?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Once a month, and then we agree on a date, and then we will then be working together in checking all that.
Okay, so that we can release the other days for our business.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, not for our business, even for our personal life, you know.
Oh, okay.
Not for our
No.
business in particular, for anything. I mean, utilization of our time remains with us as individuals. How we, you know, people are at liberty. We are all of legal age, you know.
Okay.
So people will know what to do with their time and so forth. But people must understand that we can't just be, you know, coming, gathering, and then we don't make progress in terms of our engagements and so forth. And, you know, it's something of that nature.
Okay, now I hear you, sir. Noted.
Yes, so I'm sharing screens, friends. It's the reason why I'm sharing, it's because we are going into what has always been with the platform, and of the truth, not much is happening. Let me just quickly log onto security token, and then we will engage. We'll get advices from those that are on board. You see, all this is what you know, but this is just an update in the back office, certainly, and it is what it is. There are people who are swapping this particular token. There are leaders who are much knowledgeable with cryptos and so forth, and they see what is happening online with this. And so what I'm just quickly going to check is the market, you know, I'm going into the, should I go into a contract? Yes, I'm clicking onto the contract, and then we will see what we can get there. And then, I don't know, leadership, if it's possible to share. I'm thinking of sharing, you see, of sharing on the WhatsApp, but it's fine. If we are not able to share the session live now, definitely we're going to do that on, we can share later whatever it is that we're going to be discussing on other platforms, you see. That's what we're going to be doing. So let me just quickly open. Yes, no, thank you so much. I was thinking we should share the link on Facebook for this Zoom, but it's not necessary. We need people who are regular partners of or attendees of this platform, you know, and then we'll just engage with those, because those are our partners. We've always been working together, and to the point where we are today, friends, you know what we've been doing. If the CEO, Mr. Johnny Grant, is quiet, and not just quiet as such, is just not there, do you understand? If he's missing in action, what else can you do? You know, so it's something of that nature. I know there are great leaders, you know, especially in the group of the optimistic leaders who are doing everything in their power to see to it that there is official updates from the company. And big up to such leaders that are really working day and night to see to it that there is communication. You know, we all are here because we believe that indeed this platform, Petronpay, it's here to stay. And the slogan, "We never stop building," kept on, you know, fueling us to keep on building and so forth. Like you can see what is happening with regards to the community of this token that was introduced without our contribution in any way. Consent, so to speak. It was forced on us, so to speak, because this was a business decision that was made by the company, and as a result, I'm mute. As a result, we find ourselves where we are. But when you think of the dynamics of crypto markets and so forth, friends, you can see here, for instance, that the market is huge, having 102,000, more than 102,000 holders of a token. It's not a small thing at all. And when you click onto the decentralized exchange trades, that is obviously on Uniswap. We all know that that's where activity takes place. And friends, this is activity that is taking place in the digital. Actually, we are direct because of this was introduced because we had contracts with Petronpay through the barrels. Now, looking at that, so I wouldn't want us to be ignorant. And also, I wouldn't want to make assumptions either. And I don't know what's going to happen between now and tomorrow with regards to the future of the token or the platform itself. And when you check here, friends, you can see there is activity. You know, there is activity. There are people who are transacting, some are selling. If you check here, someone has just sold 10, a number of these tokens, and then they took 242 US dollars and 59 cents there. And that is something that could have been actually, if you are to make calculations, I don't know if I'm sharing this on, if it's the screen that I'm sharing, you'll see the calculator. Like look at this. I mean, honestly, that could have been 50,000 US dollars. Could have been 50,000 US dollars when you look at the base price of this of 5,000. 5,000. It's too much money. That could have. And then if you see one of our investors or one of the investors of this platform selling a bet, and still being able to get their 200 US dollars out of it, it means something is happening, but that does not mean it is to our satisfactory. It's just as simple as that. So we find ourselves in this position. This is what is happening. And because of this kind of activities, friends, like for instance, quickly, when you go on to, is it?
Oops. Okay. Understood. Yes, I'm trying to solve the problem.
Oh, Walid, I think you got two devices open.
Yeah, I was trying.
Okay. That we are here today, and we can go and spread the news to other groups as well. I think that's what we need to do now.
Yes, leadership. Thank you. I'm sorry for the issue of sound. Remember, the other system was pending on the other side. What I know is this: Mr. Johnny Grant has not left. Someone in Lesotho there. So what I know is that Mr. Johnny Grant has not left the planet Earth. He has not left the planet Earth. That one I'm confident of. He's a human being, and sooner or later we will know of what is happening with the future of the business.
Okay, we have a hand from leader David Tidejani.
Yes, thank you. Yes, leadership David. Let's hear. You are muted, sir. You are muted. Let me ask you to unmute.
Unmute, sir. You are busy talking and we're missing out. Okay, thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. You can start afresh.
Yeah. My question is, the CEO, since he is actually being aware the performance of the coin, when is he going to avail himself at least once or once a month or once after a quarter, just to brief us in regard to the coin, whether will there be any improvement or not? Just a matter of a guarantee. If he involves himself, then that will encourage more people not to go out from Petronpay, because as far as I can see, KG and some other leaders, they're trying their utmost best to make this happen. But where is the CEO? All I'm asking is if he can be contacted and to be told he needs to be avail himself for us, to have some questions, to have a guarantee for the future of the Petronpay. Thank you.
That is very powerful. Thank you so much, leadership, David. It's a very nice suggestion, and these are the things that we've been fighting for. And some of you could also recall that the official Zoom sessions, there was a very firm demand for the CEO to appear in those, because if you recall, great leaders like Rose, they used to say, I know, Mr. CEO is listening. And we said, if you know, let him appear. At least let them show their face on the person who used to be the host of that Zoom. And because of, we kept on putting pressure on them, and even the other leaders who used to facilitate that, we wanted them to not speak as if they know where the CEO is or if he's the one facilitating the official Zoom sessions. Eventually, I remember of late, leadership, is it Crafty, if I'm not mistaken, kept on even wanting to work together with the board of, if there's a board in Petronpay, to try and get updates, but that was never a success. There are a lot of leaders like you, David, who were so passionate about getting proper updates with this platform, but it has never been granted, unfortunately. And we find ourselves in a position where we are. There's no communication from the business. And when you log into, let's say, for instance, those of you who believe in the official updates, you can see that you were informed that when you check on the dashboard, you will see that transactions were supposed to be done as per the Uniswap quotation, meaning market price, but that has never been possible. And even the latest update was never honored by the company, so to speak. If we are to be people who believe in official updates, so to speak, that has never been possible. And if you can check, I don't know if I'm able to share the screens. If you can see here, new payments, whatever rule that was given by the company, that has never been possible. People never got paid as per the market price or quotation. So that's why we are here today. So, and yeah, that's it. There's no communication there's no official communication. Even on the emails, we're not receiving any updates from the company. That's why we are where we are today. So, but the token, there is activity in terms of buyers and sellers. There's something happening there. But when you look at certain transactions, you can see that surely it must be the company that is keeping the token, afloat. It must be the company. Who else could be bringing activity in this market, if not those who are behind the token? And so it is what it is, friends. We find ourselves in this situation, but I don't say this is the end of the platform, because I'm not the official, person linked to this business. I'm just a mere investor like other people. I was just building, like those who are passionate about building online business opportunities and so forth. You can see on Nomics, if you check them, and then you type, say, for instance, Petron, you'll see Petronpay security token appears there on nomics.com. And you check, you see the top cryptocurrencies by market cap. That's information that you get on Nomics. And wow, look at where it is today. It dropped by 21%. Now it's 16. I think last time when we checked, it was on 46. On 46 US dollars, now is 16. It keeps on moving up and down like that. Hence, other people are trading this. And then if you check transparency of the volume that is going through here, it's 100%. The grading of Petron on this platform, it's A. So you can rate with it. We're not so keen to know much, because we look at money according to the agreement that we had with the company in terms of 3 times the value of the barrel. And that's where we are. Unfortunately, things are no longer the way they used to be. And this is where we are, all of us. And we don't know for how long will things continue being like this. So I don't want to jump into conclusions based on emotions of frustration and make judgments that could be proven wrong tomorrow. So I just remain optimistic for the sake of my own health. I think it's very important. Staying positive is helpful, and negativity affects the one who is actually the surrounding the most. So yeah, it's just as simple as that, friends. So we are here, all of us. We still have access. Even those who don't believe in the platform anymore still make use of their usernames and passwords to log in just to check what is happening. Hence, you'll hear people complain of renovations, or also update of percentages that have gone over 300%. we get all those updates, because the truth of the matter is we have massively invested in this platform, and that's the reason why we are here. So it's just as simple as that. So Leadership Bitcoin in Soweto, let's conclude the issue of the date. We reach consensus in here, and we know that we will only be meeting once per month. I think it's much better. We are not building anymore. We're not building
I
anymore.
agree with with you, my leader. So in other words, then we already met for September. So now we're looking for a date in October.
Okay.
So are we doing the first week of October so that we see what comes our way? Yeah, so we can propose maybe the 4th of October. It's a Monday. It will give us some time, the whole month of September, to remain in prayer and hope that by the time we meet, there's something tangible that will bring smile to our faces.
Yes, leadership. So yeah, that's it. It's you know, people who are not happy, they will definitely make use of the chats. In here, you are free to unmute and talk. And obviously, you talk like us as investors and not us as owners of this platform. You don't attack anyone. That will not make changes in your back office. We talk, we help one another, we pray for one another, we strengthen one another. That's what we need as human beings, you know? So that's it. If you've got something good to say, please tell us. If you want to close this session in prayer, I believe Leadership Bitcoin in Soweto will grant you that opportunity. We need prayer, certainly.
Yeah. So I think our leaders, are we happy with the 4th of October? Please type 1 quickly so that we wrap up the meeting. So now we know that we reached the consensus where we all agree to say the 4th of October, we meet again and we remain in prayer for the whole month of the remainder of the days in September.
Thank you.
But my leader, is it 1st or 4th?
The 4th is going to be the Monday, the 4th of October.
Okay,
it's
thank
fine.
you, my leader.
Meaning the first Monday of every month.
Okay, I think that is okay.
Up
That's
until up until the CEO is either arrested or he's back to update us, you know.
Are you going to arrest him?
I'm not FBI. I'm not FBI. You will make a plan, Pastor Benji. You will arrest him in the spirit.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's just as simple as that. Guys,
Yeah.
Bitcoin transactions do not disappear. They will remain recorded on the blockchain forever. Do you understand? So that's what gives me peace of mind. Even if the platform disappears, the transactions that we made in Bitcoin will remain on the blockchain forever. That is evidence against Mr. Johnny Grant and his partners behind this platform. So already you can see it's like he doesn't have a freedom, right? Because we are able to come live here and we engage because we were honest in terms of our conscience, in our engagements and so forth. And then if he can appear already, it means that something is wrong. And then time, you know, conquers all. So for those of you who are patient, you know, if you don't die today, tomorrow, and it means you are waiting for serious breakthroughs. Do you understand? It's just as simple as that, you know. So that's what I can say. So let's pray that we stay alive and do not quit the crypto's liberty. Keep on learning, equip yourself, understand blockchain technology. There's a lot of opportunities, and build yourself online. There's a lot of money online. It's just as simple as that. But that doesn't mean everybody will support you. Tomorrow, someone, if they see you with another business, they will talk a lot. But if they see you with a bottle of beer, they will not say much because they know you are drinking your future away, you know. But if they see you making money in cryptos and investing into something that is decentralized, people will talk against them. It's as simple as that.
That's true.
So do not be scared of people. Do not fear strangers, new faces. Do not be scared of new challenges. Love yourself so much that you are prepared to take the next step. It's just as simple as that. For as long as you are alive, you are breathing, keep moving. Because when the last breath is gone, everything stops. The car you used to drive, you can't drive anymore. The phone that you used to manipulate, you can't anymore. The Zooms that you used to attend, you can't. But because of you are still alive, thank God for the breath of life. You are in a sound mind, continue to build relationships with people. The fact that Mr. Johnny Grant perhaps might have misled you, I'm saying so because he's not here yet, does not mean all other CEOs are doomed to hell. You could be our first good CEO in the world of cryptos and come up with a platform that is going to put a smile on our faces. It's because there's something that we have learned from Mr. Johnny Grant, I believe. It is just as simple as that. Maybe tomorrow, Pastor Benji or Dada David will come up with something. We'll come and then build with you, because I don't think you can repeat what Mr. Johnny Grant has done to this point, okay? So thank you so much, friends. And then, yeah, that's it from my side. We're going to meet on the 4th, and let's hear from other leaders that are present in here. And feel free to talk, Feel free to talk. You don't owe anyone anything. Even the person that you referred to this platform, you don't owe them anything. It is time to educate people. Let it sink into their hearts that they came on board because they wanted to change their lives, not your life. It's just as simple as that. So speak sense to people. We need to understand contracts. We need to understand verbal agreements and so forth. You have your own username. You've got your own password. When you were making withdrawals, if you made them at all, they were going into your own account. And if you didn't make withdrawals, man, sorry. It means the timing was just not fine for you. But loving one another, we have to love one another. Supporting one another, it's very important because we are interdependent. Don't do life in isolation. And that's the reason why we're still running these Zoom sessions. It's as simple as that. So the reason why Mr. Johnny Grant is not showing up, I don't know. I cannot speak for him, but I know that people who act like him, they don't last long. They end up being discovered, and it's as simple as that. And it's patience. It's very important. When you participate in Bitcoin, you're not committing any crime. Bitcoin is decentralized. You know, it is decentralized. Everybody is at liberty to participate in this. And as human beings, this planet belongs to all of us. We are interdependent. Unfortunately, there are people who claim to be better than others and they want to oppress others. But blockchain technology is liberating all of us. And you don't need to go around telling people how much Bitcoin you are making. You know, it's not even written on your forehead. Imagine that kind of liberty. So make use of Zoom sessions, engage with people. Let's continue to engage, to educate one another, love yourself, love those that you interact with. Let's create a healthy ecosystem online. And if people like Johnny Grant disappear, it's fine, let them disappear. Do you understand? But for us that we stick around, it is not over. You know, it can only get better, provided we do not quit, we do not give up. It's just as simple as that. Thank you so much. And yeah, I hand over to other leaders that are present. Eventually, Leadership Bitcoin in Soweto will conclude the session for us. And on the 4th, we are here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my leader. You said mouthful. Everybody has understood you very clear. And we remain in prayer. We remain optimistic. And we know that something definitely will come through. September, it's a good month. You know, trees are blooming and the gardens are looking green. So we are looking for something that is going to be very beneficial to our side as well. Only if you focus and remain positive, you will attract positive stuff. I know month end is past, and yeah, whatever happens, phone calls and everything, it has passed. So let's go back to our knees and keep on praying. God is watching over us. There's nothing that we can do without him. So we need to really remain there. And you know, before the sunshine, there's always a storm. So I think soon the storm will pass over and we'll see the sun coming through and we will smile. That I'm sure of. I don't know how long it will take, but I'm remaining in focus and I'm remaining in prayer, knowing that the good is God. God is good at all times. So we remain building each other. We remain building ourselves. As my leader saying that let's go out there and explore what is there. But don't ever do what is looking exactly or copycat of what Petronpay is doing. Come up with something that is new. Any platform that is going to ask you to pump money into it, say goodbye, because it's exactly the same situation that you'll find yourself again if you go to that route. So let's be wise and act with wisdom. And you can only get wisdom when you pray and ask God to say, I've seen my mistake, I want to change, you know, and my leader is very correct when he says, there's nothing wrong with Bitcoin. The whole world is going to be moving to, it is the future. The whole world is moving to Bitcoin. So we are in the right track, but we just been trapped in the wrong scams and everything. So let's keep on empowering each other and learning. Wisdom comes from above. So we remain praying and knowing that God, one day He will deliver something that is bad. It's very good that we deserve. We don't deserve tears until the end of our lives. We deserve happiness with our families and the people that we care about. So we never stop, my leaders, to build each other. We never stop building ourselves. We never stop taking care of ourselves. We never stop believing there's a lot of things that you don't have to stop doing because of Petronpay.
We never stop trying. We never stop. We never stop. We never stop living. We never stop breathing.
Never.
We never stop learning
We
from one
never
another.
stop making efforts.
We never stop.
We never stop.
Success is guaranteed. Success is guaranteed.
never
To
stop.
those who don't quit.
Good is good, God is good, God is good.
Together we
We
can.
never stop.
Together we
We never
can.
stop hoping.
Aluta continua.
We never
Aluta
stop looking for
continua.
the
Hey,
sequel.
Victoria Sata.
Together we
We
can.
never stop. We never.
Together we can.
God is
Never.
bigger than the only brand.
Never.
We never. We never. Forward we go.
Forward leadership.
Devil is a liar.
Amen.